It's been 6 years since the attacks of 9/11. Lower Manhattan was devastated. There's been some redevelopment, but there are a lot of frustrations as well. Resident Lisa Hanock-Jasie has agreed to take us on a tour of the area to show us what's been done and what still needs to be done. Lisa,
Hi, Gary.
hi. Thanks for doing this.
My pleasure.
So, what's it like?
Neighborhood.
Yeah, thanks. What's it like to be living down here, seeing all this redevelopment going on?
Oh, it's fabulous. My husband and I moved down here 2.5 years ago, and we're thrilled. We're just absolutely thrilled to be part of the regentrification of the neighborhood since 9/11, and live in a part of town that I never imagined myself to be, living on Wall Street.
Can we go to Ground Zero? Would that be a good place to start the
Absolutely.
tour? So obviously, Lisa, there's been a lot of redevelopment, or there is a lot of redevelopment going on in the neighborhood. Tiffany's is moving into Wall Street.
Yes, well, there's 10,000 new living units opening up. So luxury high-end stores like Tiffany's, Hermes, and Thomas Pink have moved on Wall Street, but other stores such as Forever 21 and Borders have also moved in the neighborhood, and there's lots more retail space waiting to be filled.
And I find it quite interesting because when people think of the Wall Street, Lower Manhattan area, they don't think of it primarily as a residential community, but there's a transformation going on.
A big transformation. Even before 9/11, it was a no man's land. It was hard even to find a Chinese restaurant at night to deliver your food after you worked late. Now there's new restaurants, bistros, bars, and lounges opening up everywhere for the residents down here. Grocery stores as well.
So Lisa, we've looked at a lot of successful development. The Fulton Street subway station is going to be a transportation hub, is well underway. This Tower 7 was already completed, and yet we still have nothing but a hole in the ground here at Ground Zero. The Deutsche Bank building, which unfortunately resulted in the deaths at a fire of 2 firefighters just a couple weeks ago, still stands as an eyesore on the community. This has got to be very frustrating to those of you who live down here.
To walk by and see that still nothing's really been done in the area where 3,000 innocents lost their lives. We're waiting for a memorial. We're waiting to be reopened. It's amazing to me that 6 years have gone by, and while other buildings have been restored, we're still at a place where nothing's really been done.
And the fire the other day at the former Deutsche Bank building must have brought back horrible memories to you and others here.
It was a weekend. There were a lot of people down here, including tourists. And suddenly this acrid smell threw us back to that time, the same smell. It was not pleasant. And it brought back memories I don't really care to relive.
Let's talk about something very positive. Across the street from Ground Zero, a hotel you actually, we need to tell our viewers, work for the Hilton Corporation, but the Millennium Hilton Hotel is an amazing story.
It is an amazing story. I mean, obviously directly across the street it suffered irreparable damage, you'd think. Windows were blown out. But $32 million, and 3 years later they restored the hotel, and 95% of our original hotel team members returned to their jobs, which is an incredible story when you think about it.
So 6 years later, there's been some progress here in Lower Manhattan, and there's a lot of frustration. But the bottom line is there's a lot of hope as well. For Paltalk.com and 1010wins.com, I'm Gary Baumgarten.